Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel of Global Solutions. Last week, I discussed this, why and how America is self-destructing, and my solutions. Just like what I promised, the next one is my solutions on climate change and why the US government, the White House, no one can provide these solutions. President Biden on August 16, like what I said, signed $739 billion to fight inflation. And I told you, inflation will go up, not down. Climate change cannot be solved by the White House. There is, and if he really wanted to solve climate change, there is no need to spend $739 billion. There is no need to raise taxes on American businesses and American people, $739 billion in taxes. That is hurting businesses and all Americans. And he said 120 economists, some of them Nobel Peace Prize winners, claimed that the deficit will be reduced by $300 billion in 10 years. That's about $30 billion a year. This is a big joke. Why? If the United States government is as big as like Ford, General Motors, $30 billion is a very good amount of money. But we're talking about the United States of America. We're not talking about Ford or General Motors or, these companies. $30 billion a year in savings is garbage. Basically, I'm sorry to say that. And this is my presentation. Now, just like what I promised, I will show you and explain to you the world-class solution to climate change. And this is ready for global implementation, meaning we can do that, we can implement this in the United States, in Canada, in Europe, in Australia, Asia, anywhere in the world. Immediately, not in 2030 as a lot of politicians are talking about, not in 2050. That's garbage. I'm sorry to say that. The world must stop research. We must stop protest. And we have to tell our leaders that this is ready for implementation. This Asian immigrant will explain this world-class solution and the only way to solve climate change. No one else can do this. And this is available, believe it or not, since 2016 for only $25. You don't have to buy this. If you think that I'm just trying to sell you books, you don't have to buy. $25 at Amazon compared to, well, let the government handle it while Americans, close to 40,000 Americans are dying, on our highways. And we have to destroy our government's capability to finance everything. Let me show you this. U.S. traffic congestion and highway deaths is $305 billion a year. Traffic congestion. $87 billion less in productivity. That's 33,000 lives, 3.9 million injuries, and 24 million vehicles were damaged. This is 2010, and every year it's going up. In 2021, I will estimate this at 1.3 trillion because the death has gone up from 32,299 to almost 40,000 lives. Plus, the value of money then and now are different. So 1.3 is a very, very conservative amount of money. Plus, $280 billion on gun violence. It's claiming about close to 40,000 lives also, almost the same. This is where the problem is. CO2, fossil fuel. Is fossil fuel causing a lot of problems in the world? Yes. Do we need to eliminate fossil fuel, gas, oil, in order to fix climate change? No, that's the biggest mistake. This can be reduced based on my program, a minimum of, to start with, between 60 to 80% immediately. Let me show you. In the United States alone, gas emission in 2020, transportation alone, the biggest of the bundle, is at 27%. I can eliminate 60 to 80% of greenhouse emissions this year if the government wants to. Everything is here. This is available since 2016. It is now 2022. That's about 6 years. How many people are dying from 2016 to 2020? At about 30,000 a year. That's about 180,000 dead Americans on our highways and roads and highways. May 17, 2022, U.S. Transportation Secretary Buttigieg said, "We face a crisis on America's roadways that we must address together." You have to find this. NHTSA. They estimated that there are 42,915 who died on motor vehicle traffic crashes in 2021. A 10.5% increase from 38,000 in 2020. Look at that, 42,915. I know all this. And in fact, I discussed this in my book. That's what I'm talking about, 2010 as 871 billion. And it's going up every year. That's the number of fatalities. It's going up. And now he's talking about 42,900, almost 43,000. Now, what can he do? He says they created a program, National Roadway Safety Strategy. And he combined with President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure law. Safe Streets and Roads for All is a program that will cost the government, here we go again, money again, $6 billion over 5 years to fund local efforts to reduce roadway crashes and fatalities. You can double this. The government, he can double this to 12 billion. He can triple this to 18 billion. He can quadruple this into 24 billion. And he will never be able to solve this, because to solve a problem is not just to throwing money in the problem. It's not. It's strategies and solutions, which I have on that $25 book. He said, these are coming from his office. Fatalities in multiple vehicle crashes, up 16. Urban roads, 16% up. Fatalities among drivers 65 and older, up 14%. Pedestrian fatalities, up 13%. Everything is going up, except the money capability of this nation is going down. Daytime fatalities up. Motorcyclist fatalities up. Bicyclist fatalities up. Fatalities and speeding related crashes up. Fatalities in police reported alcohol involvement crashes up. Everything is going up. Nothing is going down. Except The national debt of America is also going up. And the safety of the American people cannot be relied upon on this amount of money. They cannot. That $25 book is the only solution. Vision Zero Global is supposed to, the program that's supposed to reduce fatalities around the world. Sweden is only up to around 45-50%. The highest, the best ever that I've seen. New York, after spending millions, they saved 22 lives. Millions. Here's the best example. Los Angeles, when they spent millions, did they save one life? Even one life? No. Fatalities went up by 36% from the time that their Vision Zero began in 2015. That's why I'm telling you, putting money on a problem doesn't mean you can solve it. If we're talking about a family is hungry and you give them money, you solve the problem. Short term. This is a different type of problem. Global problem equals global solutions. That's exactly what I have here. And there is nothing like this anywhere in the world. Nothing. Including I will only give you a few. Like Australia. Including all this. Homelessness, traffic congestion, domestic violence. All are included. United Kingdom, all of these are included. Now, can I do those traffic decongestion without this? No, I cannot. Everything in my program is started here. And I gave a presentation on this in the past. You don't have to buy the book. If you don't want to, please don't buy it. Don't buy this. $25 at Amazon. Don't buy. If you think I'm just selling you a book. No. I believe what I'm explaining to you now is more than enough. Also, Social Security Trust Fund is running out of money by 2032 or 2033. It's also included in my global solutions. Without raising federal payroll taxes or to raise the retirement age. Traffic decongestion program annual revenue will bring in the entire United States alone, 800 billion to 1.3 trillion in the United States alone. Now, take a look at what the White House is telling us. Oh, we will be able to reduce government deficit by 30 billion a year. 30 billion a year. Wake up, people. 1.3, between 800 to 1.3 trillion every year. 30 billion. Wake up, people. Bonus. Here's the biggest bonus. Gun violence, mass shootings is also included in my program. That will be a savings of 280 billion annually. And it will eliminate racial inequality. Take a look at what black people are doing. They're going on the streets, protesting. And what are they talking about? Black Lives Matter. You can be on the streets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, regardless of the season, and anywhere in the United States. You cannot get what you wanted by simply holding a placard saying Black Lives Matter. Eliminate hatred against Asians. I am Asian, and I will not hold a placard saying I am protesting hated against Asians. That's complete BS, I'm sorry to tell you. We came here to help America, not to stand on the street and hold a placard of protest. Eliminate poverty in America. With that amount of money I'm bringing in, I mean to say that my program is bringing in, we can eliminate poverty here in America and the rest of the world. Fossil fuel, oil companies, do we need to get rid of them? No. My traffic decongestion program, there's no need to eliminate fossil fuel. If you think you can protest every day and tell everyone to shut down oil, you must be dreaming. Because remember what Biden did last year when he was newly elected? He canceled the XL pipeline from Canada to Texas. Canceled that. This year, he has to go to where? To the Prince of Saudi Arabia to beg Saudi Arabia for more oil. It's simply telling you that the American economy cannot last without oil. And what I'm telling you is we do not have to eliminate oil or fossil fuel to solve climate change. That's exactly it. And all of this are the benefits. This is part of my government modernization program. All of this. Instead of raising corporate tax rates, my climate change solution will bring this down to 10% the first 5 years and 5% on the 6th year and thereafter. Everything is benefit, everything is good. And bring down this 30 point, actually this is now 30.7 billion from last week. It is now 30.7. Stop from growing and reset it into a downward trend without raising taxes. I remind you again, we don't need this. This is garbage. And without this solution, without this traffic decongestion program, this 40,000 Americans will keep on dying every year. The national debt will continue to rise. Poverty in America. Homelessness in America. Environmental destruction. All of these are irreversible, especially this. All that is in this global solution. The only website with these solutions that are applicable to almost all countries around the world. This is just telling you my background. What does it mean for you? It means simply that you cannot go to any school anywhere in the world and learn what I learned the last 50 years. There's no way. There is no school or master. You can do master studies anywhere from Harvard or any school in America. No one will show you this. No one will teach you this. I am the only one teaching this. And the only company in the United States that's introducing global government modernization program. And by doing this, with these solutions, we improve America and the rest of the world. Don't you like that? Let us improve the lives of the American people. That's my ambition here in America, to be able to improve America and the American lives. Give the next generations of Americans a better future. If you like my presentation, please support my website, support my YouTube, and make sure that you are able to spread the word. Thank you very much. I hope you're realizing that this will impact your future and your children and your grandchildren. Thank you. Bye for now.